welcome back to the channel. This is Modesty33 here, aka Chris with a C, back at you with another video. But if you're new to my channel, you just happen to click on, welcome. I try to put out 1 to 2 videos a week. I really do try, you guys. I do sit downs, reviews, reactions, vlogs, so if any of that interests you, make sure you check out the prior videos on my channel, and if you see anything you like before you leave, make sure you subscribe. So today I am in a review mood, so I just filmed a video just kind of reviewing some items that I've had for a little over a month now, giving you guys an update. So I don't know the order with which these are going to be released, but hopefully you do enjoy both. So today is a video I said I was gonna do for a while, and I'm gonna finally attempt to do it today. This is my second attempt at it because the lighting is just not doing the right thing. But yeah, so I'm actually gonna be doing a review on my wireless earphones, and I actually have another pair right over here. So, and these are, you know, your over-the-ear headphones, but they are wireless. But mainly we are going to be talking about these three and how I feel about them. Do I recommend them? What I like, what I don't like. And this is a non-tech person review, so I see a lot of reviews from people who are a lot more educated about, you know, the ins and outs of these devices than I am. I just know what I like, so that's going to be my review, you guys. Hopefully you do enjoy it. I don't have like all the specifications of these items. I can just tell you why I wanted it and why I got it. That's pretty much it, and how I feel about it. So that's what we're going to talk about. So I do have 3 wireless ones here. Yeah, I don't need 3, but you know, there's of course a story behind them all. But yeah, so let's talk about the first one, you guys. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Let me talk about the first one that I actually got, because I did this in a different order the last time, but let me do it in this order. And so these are the ones that I got first. These are the JABRA Elite 65T, and they are in the color black, and this is what they look like here. Yeah, they're not magnetic, so I do have to hold them or they will come out. If I pull one out, like this is the right ear, this is kind of the size of it, like what it looks like. These are like, you know, in-ear headphones. This is what, you know, maybe you guys can see a little bit better there. This is what it looks like. These are JABRA. These were purchased last year, I would say in August. Yeah, they were purchased in August. These were actually gifted to me, not from any brand. They were from the mother brand, yes. My mother gifted these to me before I went to Italy. It was on an Amazon order. I think these retail for about like $130 back then. They do have, you know, an updated version, so these may have gone down. I don't know. I didn't look on Amazon before filming. But yeah, these were $130, around $130 at the time that they were purchased. Again, they were purchased like around, I think it was like August 2019, because we went to Italy in September last year. And I really was wanting some wireless headphones before going to Italy, just because I've been wanting wireless headphones for a while. I was doing some research and I saw that these had really good reviews, so I was gonna make the order, but my mother made the order before I had the chance to, so that was very nice of her. And these worked really, really well in Italy. I used them when I got back. So typically I would use these, what would I use them for? Like when I went to the gym, I would use them for like music. Yeah, they are pretty good in the ear. They do slip at times. Like there are times I would be on the treadmill at the gym and one would slip out. And of course that's always awkward. You got to stop your machine and you got to go look for your little lost ear pod. So I would definitely say that these are not foolproof. You do have to like definitely, you know, you do have to adjust them depending on what type of workout you're doing, but they do fit in the ear very nicely. They do come with different size ear tips, so that's really cool. As far as like the volume was really good with music as well as with videos, so I really like that. Now I've probably now I've kind of put these in retirement. I did this whole, I talked about this in another video, but they're like when I first moved here, essentially I lost the right one for like a little over a week. I don't know what happened to it. I looked everywhere for it in my car, on the ground of my parking garage where, you know, I parked my car, could not find it. And like my first day of work here, I actually found it on the ground. I did sanitize it and clean it and all that before, you know, putting it back in and just going about my day. But yeah, so I did find it after a little bit over a week, and I updated it. Everything seemed to be well. I used these recently because I really haven't used these. So when I went on a walk around the neighborhood, I did use these, and yeah, I've decided they're going into retirement because the issue that I now have with these is that when I put them in my ear, they essentially have to be, I can't put them like deeper into my ear, you know, so they don't again fall out. They have to be in your ear a certain amount so they don't fall out. But the further you push them in your ear, the more muffled the sound is. And I don't feel like it used to do that. So maybe there is something wrong with the right ear. And unfortunately, you can't just use like the left one by itself and the right one by itself. That's another con. You have to use the right and the left one, or just the right one. You can't use the left one by itself. So that's a big con to me. I don't use these for phone calls because like they pick up a lot of background noise. The microphones do. So they're not ideal to me for phone calls, but I have used them, you know, in a pinch. But again, it's not ideal. I'd rather just put my phone on speaker. So those are kind of the cons. And again, I've used these with different ear tips recently to see if it impacted the sound at all. But for some reason, the further I push these in my ear, again, so they don't fall out, the sound is more muffled. And my other earphones do not do that. So yeah, there's probably something wrong with this. I don't think it's worth really investing too much to try to get it fixed because again, I have like 3 other pairs. And so, I rarely use these. So that is kind of my review on the JABRA Elite 65T. So I would recommend them for like, you know, a cost efficient option, I would say. But if you have a little bit more money, I would get the updated version of these. I really wouldn't put a lot of money into these. I would say I would put like $75 into these at this moment in time, given the other ones that are out that are updated, like no more than $75. I think they still might be more money on Amazon, but I wouldn't put that money into these personally. So that's the first pair. Let me see if I forgot anything. Nope. Yeah, I wouldn't repurchase them, or I mean, again, they were a gift, but I wouldn't invest in them. I would wait, you know, I would get the more updated version. I feel like they're better. And again, like I said, it may just be my pair, but the further I push them in my ears so they don't fall out, the more muffled the sound is, which that's no good for anyone. So the second one I'm going to talk about that I got, are the Airpods Pro. I'm sorry, yeah, it's saying that the battery is low, so I'm gonna have to make this quick. So these are the Airpods Pro. I got these, I purchased these in February directly through Apple, and then I picked them up in March when I actually moved here. March 13th to be exact. That was the day that my flight landed in Houston, and I went right to the Galleria to pick these up, and that was good for me to do because the mall closed shortly after for lockdown and quarantine and all that unpleasantness. But I do have them in this little case here that I got from Amazon. I really love this case. It's probably my favorite one. I have 3 cases, but this is my favorite one because it's like a glow in the dark. It was like $6 on Amazon, and so I thought it would be really helpful if they like got misplaced in my bag, or I was, you know, searching through, rummaging. Like this would be like, you know, really good option that it does glow so I can more readily see it. And if you put it in the sun, it glows brighter in the nighttime, so that's really cool as well. But this is them without the case. I did get them inscribed and personalized, and that's why that's why I purchased them specifically through Apple and not another retailer, because I did want them inscribed. So on them I have Houston, Texas, Jesus Girl. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is what's on there, because I love me some Jesus and I love me some Houston. So yeah, I really love the fact that these are very small, they're compact. I love the fact that too that these had the like ear tips as opposed to the regular AirPods, which were pretty much one size fits all. I have tried on the regular ones before, but I just didn't feel like they were gonna stay in my ears due to, you know, how they're composed. So I never did invest in those, but I was really waiting on the actual AirPods to come out, given that they had different types of tips. So I was really happy about that. And now they're not fitting back in the case properly. Okay, here we go. There's something obstructing it. So here they are again. Let me talk about what I love, what I don't love about these. I feel like these are really great for what I use them for, which are primarily for like videos, like watching videos on YouTube, as well as like even watching like movies on Netflix if for some reason I need to use my AirPods to watch a movie on Netflix, which I typically don't. But if I needed to, the sound quality is really good. They're really great for calls. People can't even tell the difference typically when I use these on calls. So they're really great for like working from home and having to, with what I do as a social worker, and maybe, and I live in an apartment complex, so maybe you don't want, the phone to be all about there. Like, I don't typically put the phone to my face just because of germs and all that, and it's uncomfortable. So typically if I'm using my phone, I'll do the speaker, but being in an open area, especially if you're working from home or even in the office sometimes and you're working with like clients and confidential information, you don't want all that to be out there. So that's where something like this comes in handy, where you can be hands-free and you can handle business without having to be infected with your phone. So I really like that, and also without having it all on speakerphone, everything on blast. So that's what I really like these for. I use them pretty much every day, and again, I use them for like calls that I have to make for work, as well as personal calls, and then I will also use them to watch like videos on YouTube as well. When I don't just have the video going. So I love the fact, let me talk about what I love. I love the fact that you can use these separately, like I can use the left one separately from the right one. I love that. I also love that these are very easy to connect. I do have an Android phone, so I didn't have any problems connecting the AirPods to this Android phone, and this is like a few years old. This is an LG V30. I do plan on getting the new iPhone 12 when it does come out, if it has like better camera quality. Otherwise, I probably will get the Pro Max of the 11, so we'll see. But that's what I really like about it as well. What else? Small, compact, connects very easily, like I mentioned before. What I don't like about these is I still feel like the fit is not ideal for my ears, and it could just be because my ears are very waxy or whatever. If you guys have solutions for like cleaning out your ears that do not involve a Q-tip, because I'm not going to be doing that, let me know below. I think I've seen some things in the store like earwax remover or something like that. It could just be my ears, but like for me, these are only good for stationary use. Like I would not walk or run at all with these for any period of time, because like they even slip when I'm sitting down. So I definitely would not go anywhere or any distance. I have before, but it's very annoying after a while to keep having to adjust so they don't slip out. So that's definitely an issue. Like, and I've tried all three tips. The small ones to me are the best for my ears, but they still slip. Medium and large are too big and they slip. So that's what I don't like about these. Like, they're not as versatile for me because I can't like walk or run for a long period of time with these. Yeah, they're best for me for stationary use, and that's primarily the way I would use these. I have purchased some foam tips for these, so that makes them a little bit better. But what I find is that after a while, like the tips can get all cruddy, they start peeling, and then also it kind of causes ear fatigue, and my ears start to hurt after a while from wearing them. So that's another issue as well. But other than that, I do really love these. They're really great for what I use them for, again, which are primarily for calls as well as like watching videos. So they're great for that for me. So I would say that these are definitely a good buy. I highly recommend them, and they're probably like my number one because I definitely use these every single day. The next one I'm going to talk about, I have the JABRA Elite Active 75T. So these are the updated version of these. So these are the first ones that I talked about. These are the updated version. I purchased these the end of March. And I purchased these after using the right ear pod for this one because After I lost it and I couldn't find it after a few days, I was like, well, I wanted to upgrade anyway. So I like to have multiple pairs just in case something happens. So I knew I wanted to have like more than one pair, like, and I didn't want to just rely on my AirPods, so I ended up purchasing these from Amazon. At the time, they retailed for like $199. I don't think I talked about the retail of the AirPods. Let me go back. Sorry. AirPods retail for $249. Actually, I paid $170 for these, and I purchased the Apple Care with it. I do like the little reward different programs, so I did one, Swag Bucks. Look it up. I don't want to get into too much of it here, but it's one of those like little reward programs where if you do quizzes, you answer certain questions, they give you like a swag buck or a lot of swag bucks depending on the survey or the quiz. And if you get so many, it computes to gift cards and dollars and all of that. So I think I got like 10,000 swag bucks, and that was the equivalent of like $100 Visa gift card. So I ended up redeeming the gift card. I used that to pay on Apple because they allow for multiple payment methods and cards on apple.com. So yeah, I paid $170 for these with the Apple Care because they were originally, my bill came up originally to $270. So then the $100 off with that card was $170. So that's what I paid for these. So I highly recommend that, you guys, if you're looking, to get AirPods, but you want them a little cheaper. You can do some little reward options and, get gift cards that way, Visa gift card, and Apple allows you to pay using multiple cards. So something to think about. But back to these. These are the JABRA Elite 75Ts. Got these in March from Amazon. These retail for $199. They are in the color copper. And what I like about these is actually this case is smaller than the AirPods. I don't know if you'll be able to notice, but yeah, this one's actually smaller than the AirPods, so they're actually more compact. They use USB-C, didn't mention that. The AirPods use like micro. Do they use micro? Yeah, they use like the little micro cord, I think. But yeah, this one is USB-C, which is like a lot more universal now. So what I don't like though is that, it's not at the bottom, it's at the back. So that's a little inconvenient. But other than that, it's cool. And the AirPods, you can put them on a charging pad. I can't put these on a charging pad. So unfortunately, I think they're supposed to be releasing a version of these that will go on a charging pad. So I would be interested in that, but definitely you guys have to look into that. I've been hearing about it for a while, but I haven't yet seen it. So with these, again, they are more compact. They're smaller than the AirPods. I ended up getting these after, the one pod from my 65T went missing. I decided to go ahead and upgrade. I really love these for running, walking, any type of like outside activity. I will use these. These are really good with sweat resistant, water resistant. AirPods are like a little bit of water resistance, but I don't think it's like that much. These I think are rated higher for water resistance. Definitely for sweat resistance, they have like more of a grip inside of your ear. So definitely I've run with these before. You do have to adjust them a few times, but overall they stayed in my ears. These are the only pair of like in-ear headphones that like I feel like stay in my ear really, really well. What else? Very easy connection to like my iPod Touch, which is typically what I would use them with. I don't use these for calls because they're not good for calls, in my opinion. They pick up too much background noise. I think that's just a quality of the JABRA with the microphones. Both of them that I have pick up too much background noise, so I would not use them for calls. But these are impeccable for music. Like the music is a lot better to me than the AirPods. So if you are definitely wanting something for music, I would highly recommend these. And like for, you know, exercise activity, these I would say are number one. Again, easy connectivity. What I don't like is that you can't use the left and the right one separately. So you do have to either use the right one or use the left and the right one. You can't use the left one by itself like you can with AirPods. So that's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, the fit's good. They rarely slip out of my ear when I'm walking or jogging or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about these. I would highly recommend these if you are using them for exercise and music. I feel like these highly excel over the AirPods Pro, personally. AirPods Pro for me excel with like videos as well as with calls. So that's where to me the AirPods are number like one. The last one I'm going to talk about here are the other, or these are like my only over the ear headphones. I haven't had over the ear headphones in quite a while. And this is like the most expensive pair, you know, that I've ever purchased as far as over the ear headphones. But I purchased these at the same time that I purchased the 75T, the JABRA Elite 75T. I purchased them in the same order. These are the AKG noise canceling headphones. I purchased these again on Amazon. At the time they retailed, I think they were on sale. They retailed for $100. And now they're like $122.99. I did just look it up before filming this. So they have gone up, but they were $100 at the time. They do come with like this pouch, and they come with like a variety of like wires and cords. So they are Bluetooth capable. What I love about these though, yeah, the pouch has like a little separate compartment too, which is really cool. What I like about these though is they actually come with a separate cord. So if you're one of those people like you really still like cords, you don't want to rely on Bluetooth, like they do come with a separate cord to connect your, you know, device. So that's really cool. I feel like they're very compact, even though they are a bit bigger. And they just kind of flip out like this. I have used these for calls before, but it's kind of the same thing with the JABRAs where they pick up a lot of background noise, so I wouldn't use these for calls, but you can. The main issue I have with these are like ear fatigue. So when I do wear these like over the ear, like probably after an hour or two, my ears like really hurt. It starts to cause a headache. So yeah, I don't wear these for very long, but I did purchase these when I first moved into the apartment because with people being in quarantine, it was a little bit louder. And like you know, there's like a lot of noise. So I just kind of bought these because they were the best for blocking out all noise. But I really don't use these very often now. I feel like my AirPods are sufficient. So, but I think these were good. These are very good for travel. Like next vacation, I definitely would like bring these. I feel like, yeah, they're good for travel. They're definitely good for car trips, you know, things like that. I really like them. They work very well. Good for music. They are very great sound quality for music. And I didn't mention too, the 75T, their noise canceling is really good on that one. I mean, AirPods is good too, but this one is really good for noise canceling, the 75T. So that's another check for that one as well. What else? Yeah, I think that's pretty much it, you guys. So yeah, this was kind of a lengthy video, I guess, like, but I did talk about 4 different headphones that I have, what I recommend. Again, in conclusion, for me, the AirPods work the best since, you know, I'm mostly on the phone for calls or watching videos. These work the best. I use these every single day. They get, yeah, the most use. When I'm working out, I will use like my 75T because they're the best as far as music quality, as far as staying in my ears, but they're not the best for phone calls. So, you know, that I don't use these every day, I would say, because I don't work out every day. So, that's the thing. 65T are going in retirement because they don't work correctly. And the AKG noise canceling ones are really good. I would say they're good for working out as well, but I prefer not to work out with like over the ear headphones when I'm walking around the block, because for me, for safety reasons, but you know, everyone can do what they want to do. But I think, you know, these would be good for the gym. as well as like for vacation, car trips, in my opinion. So that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed that non-tech review on 4 different headphones that I have, or earphones, whatever you call them. So yeah, if you have any questions, make sure you comment below. But if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, make sure you share it with anyone else who wants a non-tech opinion on different headphones, earphones, if they're looking at making a decision. So make sure you share this video with them. Also, make sure you do, again, subscribe to the channel, you guys. You do that by hitting the red button below and hitting the bell next to it so you're notified when I do upload future videos. Thank you guys again so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.